Well, good morning and greetings, Business 22 students. This is Mr. Doucette. This is week number 10 in our 16-week course here in Business or Managerial Communications, Norco College. This week we're going to be looking at Chapter 10 on persuasive sales messages. So you're going to be writing, following a format called the AIDA method. And this is an indirect strategy, meaning that you should not reveal the main idea of your persuasive message until after you've built my interest and created desire. And so I'll explain that here in just a few moments, but that's what you're going to be working on. So this chapter deals with how to write a persuasive or sales message. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. So here I am on our homepage in Canvas. We are actually got one more week in module number 2. So this week will also be the end of the module, as well as your exam number 2 will be due. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. We're in module 2, week number 10 altogether. So this week, again, you have a check-in assignment on chapter 10. We're going to be asked, I think, 3 questions about persuasive messages. So make sure you answer those thoroughly. I think it's going to ask you quite a bit about the AIDA method, which basically stands for A, attention, I, interest, D, desire, and A, action or ask. And so your document needs to follow that format. You need to do something to get my attention. You need to build my interest with reasons and logic and benefits. And then you need to create desire by removing any resistance I might have. And then you're going to drive home your message. It's a sales message, or persuasive message. So you're going to drive it home with some action that you want me to take. And that's kind of the format. So we'll be going over that, but there's questions on that in the check-in assignment. Of course, I've given you the PowerPoint, so make sure you view that before you complete the check-in assignment or before you take the quiz, which the next thing is the quiz. So make sure you answer those, get that done. Actually, I don't think there is a quiz this week, to be honest. I think we actually remove the quiz because there's an exam, so I'm going to remove that. I don't know if students have already done it. But either way, your exam is all you need. So you have your check-in assignment, your writing assignment, and then you have your discussion post. That's the other thing. So that's going to be down here as well. I need to change the date on that. So that's what you have to get done this week. You have a check-in assignment number 10. You have to complete the discussion post, and that's going to be due this coming Sunday night. And so this is, again, where you're doing the do's and don'ts of business writing. And by the way, if you watch my business writing video, I do it for you. I give you the right answers on that. And actually what I'll be looking for is for you to basically put down on your final list what I have on the video that I did on business writing. I have it right here as well in this assignment. So make sure that you do that. I'm going to go back to modules. So again, you have a check-in assignment. You have PowerPoint. You have your discussion post. Finish that. You have your exam number 2. And then you have your writing assignment number 3. And this is the most important thing. You know, your writing assignments, by the way, are worth 50 points. Some of you I gave a 0 last week on your writing assignment. Make sure you read all of my comments on all of your writing assignments and make modifications to your next assignment, or you can go back and edit the one that maybe you got a low score on. I'll let you do that, and I'll give you a higher score if you make the changes based off of my comments. So make sure you read my comments, but on this particular assignment, for this writing assignment, you're going to be doing a persuasive sales message. So the main thing you want to remember here is really that you are going to use the AIDA method. So that's a format you're going to follow. Well, you also have to make sure it's formatted like a letter. So look at your appendix, look at the sample I've included at the bottom. It's not there, but I'll have it there for you tomorrow. It'll give you a sample of what a letter should look like. Make sure you use the AIDA method. So your first paragraph, your very first statement should really work to grab my attention. Bring me in, use a compelling question, or, how would you like more healthy food? Or how would you like to have a healthier lifestyle? Something that really makes me go, yeah, I want to do that. And that'll cause me to read on. Then you want to create interest, and you create interest by giving me all the benefits and the facts and the information about the product that you're trying to persuade me to buy or to use. Then you're going to create desire. So attention, interest, then desire. And this is where you're going to anticipate maybe any objections I might have. You want to overcome my resistance. So right away you might say something like, you might be thinking this is going to be too expensive, or you might be thinking this is inconvenient, or you might even say, hey, these other people are doing it. So it causes me to go, hey, well, then maybe I'll give it a try. That's what I mean by overcoming resistance. That is the D, or desire. That's how you create desire. And then lastly, you want to drive it home with some kind of action or ask. So make sure you really drive home what you're trying to persuade me to do, or what you're trying to sell me at the very end. And again, it must be formatted like a letter, and you also should use many design elements to improve readability. So short single-spaced paragraphs, headings, bullet lists, bold text. Every paragraph should have some design element in it to make it easy to scan and read. So that's the idea with the writing assignments, and that's it's one of those 3 reasons why I didn't give you I gave you a 0 if you got a 0, or a low score, is you either didn't format it correctly, you didn't follow the guidelines for the assignment, whether it be a negative message, or in this case AIDA method, and then you didn't use any design elements. If you didn't do 2 of those, I gave you a 0, and that's to get your attention to go back and edit it. So keep that in mind with this week. This is kind of the most significant writing assignment. You actually have a report at the end of the class that's going to be a business report. So this is the most significant writing assignment outside of that one. So each one of I've given you has become a little more detailed, a little bit more difficult. So anyway, go ahead and complete that by next Sunday, along with the other items that we just looked at, and that would be what you have to do this week. I don't believe we have any Zoom sessions, but probably next week we may have, not this week, but the following week, we may have a Zoom session on the final writing assignment, because it is a group assignment. So I'm putting you into groups of 3 or 4, and you need to write your paper together. And that makes it easier, but it's also very difficult trying to connect with everybody. So I'll go over how to best connect with your group and what's expected in that writing assignment coming up. So that's it for this week. Have a great week, everybody, and you will see me again on video next week.